Hello Gardening with Ben fans, I hope you're all well today. Well, we're down here on the allotment and it's absolutely gorgeous today. The weather is fantastic, so I thought I'd do a tour of my plot and show you how it's all getting on. So sit back, relax and enjoy today's episode. So it's been a while since we've done a tour of our plot, so I thought I'd give you a tour because we have done lots of improvements down here on the plot and it's starting to look fantastic and brilliant, and it's all getting ready for those planting seasons. So yeah, let's have a tour around the plot. So first off, we'll start off at the front of the plot and show you all the way around it and let you see how well it's starting to look. Them spring bulbs are certainly coming out now. This is the front of my plot, and as you can see, all the bulbs are starting to look absolutely fantastic. The irises are coming out beautiful. Those are all new additions to the plot this year to add some more colour and hopefully encourage the bees. And also we've planted these heather, which I got not for £3 but for £1 from B&Q. They were clearing them out, so I thought I'd get them, and as you can see, they've taken really well. And it says at this time of year that you should cut them back, trim them back, but I'm certainly not going to do that, not while they're still blooming and looking fantastic. But yeah, great addition to the plot these, and I'm really pleased with how they're starting to look, and hopefully they'll fill out and create some more flower next year. We've still got lots of tulips to come out, but the daffodils are starting to get ready to open at the front. As you can see, some are coming out. Absolutely fantastic. Really pleased with how well they're getting on. And I've planted some hydrangeas as well, as I've always fancied having hydrangeas on the plot because I know how well they look once they're growing. So hopefully we get some great hydrangeas going. They'll take a while to get going, but hopefully over the years they'll get growing. And some more daffodils and irises. But as you can see, something's been at this soil, but yeah, hopefully it's not disturbed too many bulbs. But again, we've got lots of irises coming, and we've also got some primulas in as well, as I know primulas are good for growing, and another hydrangea there. So hopefully it'll fill this gap in nicely once it's get grown. But yeah, I'm really pleased with how the front's starting to look. In a couple of weeks, all the bulbs will be out and it'll be full of colour. Then on the plot, all the daffodils down this side, which are a new addition again, are starting to grow and come up, and hopefully soon they'll be out in bloom. But yeah, they're doing pretty well. But we've also got all these, what we've planted, campanula, which I also got cheap, but I'm hoping that they come back. Let me know in the comments if you grow campanula in your gardens, and if yours usually dies back a bit and then comes back. Hopefully it'll continue to grow. But we've got quite a few because I wanted it to fill up the spaces pretty nicely. But we've also planted gladioli bulbs all along here, so when they come up they'll look fantastic. And then we've planted all summer bulbs down this back, along with longiceria as well, which they were selling off cheap. As you can see, that one looks a bit dead over there, but I'm hoping that they do still come to life and that they get growing, but we'll have to see. We'll keep them watered, keep them alive and get them growing, because it'll look absolutely fantastic, because they're pink as well, so it'll look fantastic up that side of the shed once they get growing. And then we've also got some climbing roses, which are there and there, and hopefully it'll fill this backdrop up pretty nicely once they get going. So yeah, we've got lots and lots of flowers this year. We've also got some crocuses coming out. I don't know what they are though. If you know in the comments, let me know, because I would love to know what they are. and let me know what they are, to be honest, because I really can't remember what I've planted. People are saying the tulips, but yeah, I really don't know. Then we've got those blueberries, which have been in a couple of years. I've put some fresh ericaceous compost in, but I'm going to start feeding these with ericaceous feed this year to see if we can get any improvement on the crops and see if we can get bigger crops on them. Hopefully we'll get some decent crops this year. And also I've planted some climbing plants down the side of the plot. I think that one's honeysuckle. I can't quite remember, but yeah, I'm adding lots and lots of colour this year. We've got some small mini daffodils coming up, which look absolutely fantastic. Lots more bulbs as well in there. Some hyacinths popping through. So yeah, plenty of colour. And then this is my bamboo, which is looking fantastic. I'm really pleased with how well this is growing. It looks lovely. Really good. But yeah, really nice. We do need to sort this plum tree out, but you're not meant to do that until springtime. So we've got to wait a bit longer for that. And then hopefully we can tidy it up a bit and give it a bit of a pruning, because it's starting to get a bit out of hand. Then down the side of my plot I've got rhubarb, lots of rhubarb. That's all doing fantastic, really well, growing fantastic and growing really well. We'll soon be picking that first rhubarb crumbles. And then I've also acquired a pond. I found it, so I've filled it up. Hopefully it's not leaking, and hopefully we can attract some frogs. I just need to get some bricks around it, get some plants around it, and make sure that the frogs are able to get in and out of it. So we just need some frog spawn now to get some froggies eating all the slugs up. And then down the other side of my polytunnel, this is our new fruit area, which I've spent so much time on doing and getting it all prepared and ready for this year, because I want so much fruit. Fruit gives you your money back, definitely, growing fruit. And under here I have got a grapevine which I've purchased. Now, I asked my Facebook followers about what to do with a grapevine, because I've not grown one before, and they said to grow it inside, plant it outside and then grow it into your greenhouse. So that's what I'm going to do. It's going to go into the greenhouse and grow in there, but I've just put it under this plastic clutch, well, bottle, to keep it warm and to try and wake it up really, because this weather might give it a nice little kick and hopefully things will start to sprout on it. There is a bit of life in it. So yeah, hopefully we'll get some grapes over the next couple of years. But we're going to really look after that and get it growing really well. And the seedless as well, red seedless grapes. So I'm looking forward to them, because I don't like grapes with seeds in them. Definitely not. So let's put that back over. Put the brick on top to hold it on. So yeah. Then we've got all those new strawberry beds. I've moved all my strawberry beds to this side now and replanted them all. Hopefully they all take and get growing, but we've got some spares what we can plant in if need be. And then we've got 2 new blueberry bushes which I planted again in ericaceous compost, because that's what they need to be in, and I've sunk them into the ground so that they don't tip over and they're at ground level then. So yeah, hopefully we'll get some blueberries on them, but it's certainly looking like they're coming to life and getting growing. And then we've managed to acquire 2 cheap Victoria plum trees. Now obviously I've got my other plum tree, but I absolutely love Victoria plums, and these were reduced from £7 to £2.60. So I really couldn't say no to them. So I purchased them and planted them, and as you can see, that one's got a bit of life on it. So it shows that they're still alive, and hopefully over the next couple of years we'll get some more plums on the plot. Then down the side I've been moving some raspberry canes which have grown in the wrong place, so I'm planting all them down the side to fill in this area around the side. And also I've made a new flower bed down the side of the plot where we're going to plant lots of flowers as well. Down here we've got some hyacinths popping through. I've not really looked after this area, so it's not growing too brilliantly, but hopefully we'll get some flowers in there in the summer. And also I've got 3 thornless blackberry plants. I've always wanted some blackberries on my plot, but I didn't want thorn ones, so I've got 3 thornless ones. So hopefully they do take and they get growing, and I'm going to grow them all along this fencing down the side once they get growing. So hopefully they'll get going. But yeah, all the raspberries are starting to come to life, so that's a good sign. So we've got another one there, another thornless blackberry, and then another one further down here. So yeah, they're all looking pretty good. And then we've got all those daffodil bulbs coming out, looking absolutely fantastic. Really impressed with how the flowers are coming out this year. And then lots more irises on the other side. And then we've planted lots more daffodil bulbs all the way down the side of the plot, so over the next couple of weeks hopefully all they'll start to come out and create a nice lot of colour. But over the next couple of weeks I'm going to be concentrating on the plot, doing all the maintenance work on there. As you can see, it's not too bad, it's just a mess, but we just need to get it all tidy and get it all sorted for this year. But yeah, it's all coming together pretty good. So I've cleared half of my plot now, and it's just a case of doing the other half. Once I've cleared it all, then I will paint all the beds, paint all the fencing, and getting it looking smashing again. Oh, and I nearly forgot, we have got some red gooseberries as well. Now, I absolutely love red gooseberries. I used to have some years ago on my plot, but I dug them out. But now we've got some new ones, which I've planted, and hopefully they'll grow well. Now, these are a sweet variety rather than them being sour, so they are tasty. I don't like the sour gooseberries, I only like the sweet ones, so hopefully we'll get some more fruit off them. Now we're in this greenhouse, and these are all my roses which I took cuttings from. As you can see, some of them are growing well, so we need to get those out and planted. Really, I need to get them growing outside. We've also got some onions, what we've grown from seed, because they did well last year from seed, so I'm doing them again this year from seed. And as you can see, they're sprouting pretty much. We've not got many seeds growing at the moment. We've got some spare strawberry plants, what I can use to fill up the gaps, and then we've got some aubergines, and from what I can see, they might be a bit alive. Oh, that might be a weed actually. I don't know, it might be a weed. And then down here we've got some herbs what we've planted as well, and some of them are doing really well, some aren't popping through yet. So yeah, let's see how all the herbs get on. I've never grown herbs from seed before, so it's a new thing for me, so hopefully we'll get some. And then I moved all my geraniums inside over winter. I dug them all out of the ground because I grew them from seed. I was really pleased with how well they did, so I moved them inside to protect them through the winter, and then they'll go back outside when the chance of frost has passed. So that has been a tour of my allotment. As you can see, I've been extremely busy. Towards the end of the month we're going to be planting all my seeds and getting all them started. I'm just waiting for it is nice and warm today, but I'm still waiting for a bit more warmer weather, so we'll be playing safe and doing them at the end of the March and getting all them soon. And there's lots of seeds this year. I've got flowers, I've got vegetables, all different types of stuff to try. I'm really going for it this year on my plot and trying my best with it, and I do love sharing all the content with you, so make sure you do click that subscribe button to stay up to date with all our podcasts and videos as well. If you've not checked out my podcast channel, go and find Gardening with Ben on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Alexa. They all play Gardening with Ben, and the great episodes on a regular basis as well. So many people have subscribed to it, it's unbelievable. So yeah, go and check out Gardening with Ben podcast. So until next time, remember, keep smiling, keep gardening, and keep listening to Gardening with Ben's podcasts.